Like, I wouldn't be able to...
Your Excellency.
Switch the mode
I wasn't
to go
sure
to
I'd see
4
you
because
alive
3's
again.
already bad enough.
How did you know we were here? Did the captain tell you?
He was arrested while coming back here. Lieutenant Alexander said he was finally reported by his accomplices.
That lieutenant has some nerve. We know he's involved. We found the body of the sergeant who was to accompany him here. He got rid of him to punish him for helping us, or to stop him from revealing more. We also found this document saying that everyone who knows about the case should be eliminated. You're in danger, and they've already found a way to get rid of the captain.
Most of the men who are loyal to him are in jail. I can't do anything without help. I've been trying to get the commander. If anybody can restore order to all of this, she can.
Here, take this evidence and show it to her.
Alas, there's nothing in there.
Yeah, like I killed her 3 times, died about 2 times.
The recent actions of Lieutenant Alexander suggest that he is the brains behind this operation. We have to compare his handwriting with these letters to be sure.
I'm going to join the commander, but you should intervene.
Well, thank you.
I'm afraid he'll get rid of the captain.
It's not as good as mine, though. Like,
of course it's not. You're not going to give me the better one.
It is if you use it the way, like, the purpose is. Like mine's not annoying.
Desart, Your Excellency! What a joy to see you again.
Yeah,
we finally stopped Egon. The captain will be.
Naturally. And that is why we visited your secret camp and found the body of who, in spite of his death, continues to betray you. And when we compare your handwriting, it wouldn't surprise me to discover that Egon...
We prepared a discreet death for you, worthy of your uncle's court. Little poison. And our troublesome diplomat would have... But since you leave us with no choice... It'll be a real pleasure.
Finally, our revenge has come. Heal yourself quickly.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
I'm in a fight right now, like I just uncovered a fucking treason scandal within the guard.
Why did you have to stick your nose in our business?
If you had not been so careless, so eager to get rich and climb to the top, maybe we would never have discovered your operations. Surrender, Alexander. Unless you prefer Egon.
Let me go! I could make you rich.
I doubt that the commander would find that arrangement acceptable.
Wretches!
I've been waiting to put this pathetic scoundrel in a hole for a long time. May I?
Be my guest, Kurt.
Your Excellency, Lieutenant was court-martialed and will soon be executed.
I feel that.
You have my gratitude, Your Excellency.
I'm not a morning person.
Without
myself.
you, this assassin would have probably strangled me in prison.
Manfred gave me all the evidence you gathered and told me about the case. I'm just sorry he didn't tell me about it sooner.
My apologies, Commander. But you've been so busy since starting your new position. I never thought the case would be so big.
Be that as it may, the high-ranking culprits have been punished, and the foot soldiers will be sent back to the continent. A few months on the front should bring them back to reality. We owe you so much, Your Excellency. Without you, the Guard would probably be nothing more than a band of brigands. I am extremely grateful. I will not forget what you did for us.
Don't mention it, Commander.
Nice.
The one that I actually wanted. But it's funny, because when I was cleaning out my vault, I fucking already had one.
Well, I'll take that one then. Well, whichever one you don't want, I'll take.
I've actually got a snowdrift on right now. But it's the one that, you know, where it says confuse a lot.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I like those.
Yeah. I'm always keeping one in my inventory now. It's like, you gotta run like a slum or something. I can just fucking slide through them, right?
Alright, bet. For the first time in a while, I don't have a fucking side mission to do until I progress later in the story. Yes, please.
So, you know the voice of your character, is that like the default for the male character?
I honestly do not remember. I think it's the default, but I could be wrong. So I honestly don't know. Hold on.
I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
Dude, man, I should pick girl. But I guess when I played it, I'm gonna have to listen to this guy.
Alright, so I need Viger for that mission. But for the weapon, I need agility 5. Bet. Level 25 is when I can use the weapon, and then level 25 is when I can use do that other mission. Bet. So, all right. Where am I going, Petrus? Move. Yeah, fucking automatic sniper. Anytime I get an anointment on a sniper, it's usually airborne or sliding. I'm not gonna lie. That's not bad though, because if you have that radiation extra damage thing. Well, what I mean, like, is if you have that radiation thing, that radiation bonus on whatever, if you're still using that, that can stack with that sniper rifle if you're using that sniper rifle, I think.
Alright, so here's the question.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so, I'm assuming it weren't right. So on the liability, you get a bonus radiation. Would that stack with the grenade, even though the grenade says weapon?
If the grenade says weapon damage, if you're using that, like, if you want to use it for your Leuta, then it might stack. I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure it will, but I'm not entirely sure if it does. Because I know if you use, like, I tested it out the other day, like, I had a weapon that, spawned a healing pool, right? And I was using that specific weapon, I could get the healing pools to spawn. But when I was using a different weapon, the healing pools weren't spawning because I wasn't using that weapon to get the anointment from it. So I'm sure you have to be using like that specific thing to get that specific anointment. Does that make sense?
Yeah, see, I just never knew, because like, I know like some of the perks like in this game, they say something but they do the opposite.
Yeah. So I can't imagine like using the Leuta and that specific grenade, then it wouldn't stack.
If I remember, I'm gonna have to test it out. Just to see, because obviously I can just get the photos.
Who's here, Zeke?
You are from the continent, are you not? You are different than the people from here.
Indeed.
I am from the Congregation of Merchants. My name is Desardet. To whom do I have the privilege?
Sister Ephesia, envoy of Ptolemy. The Mother Cardinal has tasked me to investigate.
She also sent me here to be...
What excellent news. You cannot
I would say
imagine
one
how
of the
much
true
comfort
ones.
that brings me.
Trons.
How might I help you?
How has your mission fared up until...
Not very well, I'm afraid. Their chief and their behavior can be quite odd. But as soon as I come close, they chase me. There is a heavy veil of evil here. Perhaps you should.
I kind of like
they may speak to you.
I don't really like the ones
Anything
that
else?
pull them in, but the ones that knock them back, I kind of like those.
Have you been here for a long time?
Since the beginning of my investigation. A few weeks, perhaps. Although it feels like months. I'm not particularly fond of the wild, and I
see.
Oh, yeah.
That will be all, Sister Ephesia.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's good. But if it's... Yeah. Like, once it lands right before it blows up, it pulls them in a little bit and then stuns them for a second. Then by that time, it should be raining down on them.
Ber dir tumad, Onol Menawi. I am Deirdre. Is it you who helped my warriors discover what the men of the Red Sun were doing?
Indeed.
Then I thank you.
Interesting.
It's probably because you are an Onol Menawi that you are different from the other Renaigse. What do you seek?
Can you tell me something about your...
We believe that we are part of an everything. Our strength and that which surrounds us.
What can you tell me about your clan?
My people are proud, full of courage and tough. Many of them fear us, even amongst the other clans. But when we are not fighting, and we are happy guarding over anything more.
Concerning this story about a
Enough questions. I have not...
So she won't answer my questions. This one will.
Good day. Are you the wise man of this village?
Tir dumad renaikse.
I would like to ask you a few questions if you...
The people of your island are constantly asking. Questions have no value when one...
But...
It is your case. You believe you know the answers. Answer your own questions. At least then the answers will please you. And we shall be done with your foolishness.
That is not
part
what
of their magic.
May your answers fill your day with bounty.
No, like, they use nature magic, essentially. And they, like, entwined it within themselves because they have such a close bond with nature. Like, this island was only thought to be colonized until 10 years ago, but up until then it was like secret exploration and shit. For centuries, without any, like, for real settling down on the island. Question the village inhabitants. And they gave the natives like an Irish accent. It's weird.
You have a strange stare, Renaigse. Leave me alone.
Leave me be. Even your daughter.
Can't you leave us alone? Monissanai?
Traitor. An Anolmenawi does not wear the dress
Yeah,
of the
we're looking,
strangers.
so essentially the plague is breaking out on the mainland, and they were coming here because they were told about rumors of things that have potential cure properties to them. And so they came over here, settled down, and now they're trying to find a cure, essentially. But your cousin, who was governor, he became afflicted with it.
Do you want something?
It's called the Malachor, but it's essentially the Black Plague. And he started dying, and now you tried to help him and all that shit. But yeah, you're just trying to find a cure for it and all that, for the most part.
Could you answer a few questions?
Questions. It is a word that you adore. Let us play a game. If you answer my questions, I will answer.
If it's the only way to get answers, then...
I am pleased. We will have fun. What name is given the place from where you come?
I come from Serene, a grand city on the continent.
Really? It is possible that you come from there, but I believe your turn.
This is a delicate question, but would you know anything about a demon?
Mm-hmm.
A demon? I think that is what the bright and shiny mind shakers call the spirits, no? There are spirits everywhere. In you.
I mean,
us,
games
in
aren't
tree,
just about fighting,
spring.
though. That's what
There is
people
not
don't
only
understand.
I cannot tell you more if you are not more
But
precise
it's like,
in what you seek.
yeah, they want to
Let's
see how the
try
combat
something
works
else.
and all that, but
Are you on
there's
all
more to a
Manawi
game
with
than
your
just
land?
fighting.
Or did you inherit your
It's
land
like right
from your
now I'm
parents?
weaving a story by doing all this.
I'm not bound, or at least I haven't done anything in particular to bind myself.
Then it was your parents. One of them at least must have been Donegat. Your turn.
Like right now I'm doing actual story mode, so this kind of matters. Side mission shit I really could skip through, but it's my first playthrough, so I don't really want to skip through it, if that makes sense. Not through cutscenes, I don't think. It shouldn't, like, well, it depends on... Oh, yeah.
What can you tell me about the rituals?
Oh, I see what interests you. You want to know how our warriors are so strong, but I don't have an answer. It is a secret of the
Oh, it's only
Donegat.
because I
The
fucking
rituals I know
found this
are
armor
made to
set.
celebrate
My
nature,
one companion
honor
became
and bring the
friendly to where I
blessings
could get
upon
his
us.
craftsmanship
It was
bonus.
fun.
Because anytime
More
you
than with a
have,
woman who makes
out of
light.
everybody you have, if you have them with you, like this guy right here, on the left side of the screen, he gives me that craftsmanship bonus so I can craft like level 2, level in my craftsmanship, I think. So he gives me that third one so I can craft level 3 stuff. But with this armor, because I literally just did a side mission the other day where I went in, I had to kill a fucking commander of the guard, bro, because he was kidnapping little girls and selling them for slaves. I found this armor set that I'm wearing, and then this guy became friendly, and I put all of them together and upgraded the shit out of everything I had, even my weapon, and now my fucking weapon's a boss. 474, 61 armor damage. Yeah. It's a fucking beast. But like, I put extra physical damage on it and extra armor damage. When I get one more, when I get to level 25, I'll be able to put on this legendary two-handed sword. Or unique two-handed sword. I can't upgrade it at all, but it's gonna be a beast. I don't really care about the armor damage because two-handed swords kind of like cut through the armor with their stun. I honestly don't know. I'm gonna find out. Maybe. But like I've reached level 23 essentially off of side missions. Like I haven't done that many main missions. It's fucking retarded.
Can't you leave us alone?
About to be level 24. Who the fuck do I need to talk to then? Oh yeah, this is the ability tree. Like, depending on shit. Depending on how you choose to do it, like warrior, rogue, or mage. Like, this is how the warrior looks. You got the gun, the two-handed swords, or two-handed like axes, or like blunt weapons like that. That's what that's for. Or if you do the rogue, you'll have guns, traps, this, and this little bit of that, maybe. Not entirely sure. Or it might be these three instead of that. But magic is these two and this. Like both of the blues and then the one right there with the one-handed weapons. It's cool how it works, but if I choose to fully upgrade all this, I can also upgrade the traps down here. I can go over here and get this stasis bullshit. Because this magic green, you actually have to use magic for that. This can just be anything, really. It's just a spell. But it's cool how they did it. Because they separated, like, your class perks into attributes. Like, since I chose to be a warrior, but I want to use two-handed swords, I need agility. And I want to use good armor, I need endurance. I did have it to where I was using guns, but now that I found this dope armor set, I don't really need the gun anymore because the gun was the really thing keeping me alive. And then with the talents, you got like how you want to build your person. Like if you're a rogue, you probably want to lockpick and shit for materials for traps. You probably want to use intuition so you can like sneak your way around if you're talking to people, if that makes sense. Or you can do science to make like craft better traps and shit like that. But I chose to be able to be like acrobatic and climb on shit, so I get in areas you can't like get to unless you can climb stuff, if that makes sense. And then I could also craft good things. So charisma's kind of useless because it pretty much works with everything. It's even on 25% most of the time it works.
You have a strange stare, knight. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I think when I got it, it was like 35, maybe. The combat is challenging until you find that one thing that helps you out tremendously, like that fills in the gap, if that makes sense.
No, but I don't mind combat that's challenging because it just makes you want to get better. Just like the simple shit. For example, when you was walking through the forest and the rest of what would the leaves on the kitchen path and not on the grass? Like things like that. It's like really,
Can't you leave us alone?
Yeah. Like if you've ever played Dragon Age, that's where that comes from. Yeah. There's so many things you can do. Like that science perk I have, I only have that science perk so I can if there's a mission that requires stealth, you could potentially blow a hole through the wall and sneak in through the back. So, it's just, there's many ways to go about doing one particular thing.
Birtir Tumad, Anal Manawi. What do you want?
This question will seem strange to you, but...
A demon?
A dark spirit, if you prefer.
No.
Like, I prefer to read real quick and then skip ahead because talking is usually slower than me reading.
You're different from the others. What is your
That kind of helps with that.
Different?
But if it's like...
Well...
cutscene, I choose not to skip it so I can actually watch it.
When we don't answer you, you start digging for
because these are just dialogue scenes, they're not actually like a cutscene.
I hunt a little. I do my part.
Tell me about the missionaries that came here. Those who wear the symbol of the...
When they came, they spoke about their bright and shine, said that nature was just nature. These men know nothing. We ignored them. She sniffed around everywhere, asking many questions, just like you. I was told that she tried to enter my own home. I even saw her trying to follow me in the woods. She must be careful. It is easy to get lost in the woods, or cross paths with wild beasts.
I mean, I like the way it is now. I got some good guns. I could probably just do with, like, maybe more radiation anointments. Like, more radiation dealing anointments that deal with radiation, not necessarily, like, increased damage or any of them. Because right now I only have it mostly on weapons. I think I have like one shield and an artifact or some shit like that. But okay.
Because I was just saying, like, I want to go through that raid. Like, I've done it, but I want to do fight.
Fair enough.
What can you tell me about your rituals?
I mean, honestly, we could probably do it.
Nothing.
Like, I could probably do it how I am on, like, Mayhem 5 or 6 or something, but
even you
I'm not trying to go on to fucking Mayhem 10.
Why you bother me with these questions? I am only a gatherer. Go and bother someone else.
What can you tell me about the beliefs of your village?
The beliefs of the village, our beliefs. We believe in the rain that in the beasts that I do not know.
I must leave now. Thank you for your help.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything new?
No.
Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I wasn't in there long enough last time we tried it to figure out how it all worked. So if I went in there, I wouldn't know what the fuck I'd be doing.
I managed to exchange a few words with some villagers, but I admit they don't seem keen to talk.
And did they tell you anything worth sharing?
I know little more about their beliefs. They worship nature and...
Because if I go in there and do it once, we could do that more often.
Different from the luminous faith, but it's hardly demonic worship. Yet there's something strange about this village. One of the villagers that
I mean, did you want to go do it now?
On edge, even.
I think I know of whom you speak. A man always looking over his shoulder. He often sneaks out of the village like a thief. I attempted to follow him, but he always eludes me. I tried to get into his
I mean, if you want, once I finish this little mission line, we can go try it.
Then we should give it a try. Perhaps we'll fare better.
That man was looking uneasy. He must be hiding something. Maybe in his house.
He doesn't look inclined to let us in. We'll have to distract him.
We could break one of his pots. That would keep him busy. Or we could ask for help.
I can pretend to be clumsy, but we'll have to work fast, and it will only work once.
That's fair enough. All I'm really trying to do is just fucking level up to 24, because I've been stuck right there on 23 for a while. And you really only get the XP if you complete the mission or something.
Go away, Renaig say. You are not
if you want, we can try it on like Mayhem 3.
You are not welcome in my home.
Well, no, you've already beat it once, then you know what to do. I gotta follow your lead. It's like a Destiny raid, man.
This is what I'm saying, like, I would, like, if you put it on a low
Go
level,
away,
like,
Renoig
if
say.
need to turn it
You
off,
are not...
then you could understand what happened in the, like, when it comes to the boss fight, when they spawn down, like, you know, because, like, if you time it right, and perfectly right, as soon as, like, in the Valkyrie squad, in the first encounter, you can literally, like, you know how they jump
Go
up to the
away,
top,
Renoig say.
Mm-hmm.
You are not well...
you can literally get them to go straight back up there if you can, right? So obviously, if it's on a low level, you're able to figure it out. But if it's on a high level, then you won't be like, but it's like when the first door opens, as soon as
The
that
Sengedin
door
Anadas
opens,
are known for being terrifying on the battlefield. Perhaps they wear masks such as this one.
I will admit that it's rather ghastly, but I'm almost certain that the warriors of this island wear these things in battle. This painting is frightening, evoking war, a
Interesting.
massacre, a bloodbath under the likeness of a grimacing face.
But I did watch one yesterday. I watched this guy called Mock.
This altar is incredibly morbid. I wonder what sort of spirit could be venerated in this way.
This sort of offering and its seals
What, the whole thing?
that we call upon in our rituals.
What mayhem?
I've seen anything like it. It is a troubling sight.
You're shitting me.
I have never seen anything like this.
Oh my fucking god.
This
But he must have grinded to get the weapons that he wanted exactly.
has always been
Even still, he must have grinded to get the shit he
We
wanted.
should go tell Sister Ephesia about it. She will have some advice for us. Did you learn anything?
No, nothing more. Were you able to get inside the nervous man's hut?
I was able to sneak into the hut of our mystery man.
And what did you discover?
Some troubling things. A ritual mask, a rather morbid altar,
Mm-hmm.
and a fresco depicting a massacre.
By the Enlightened. To think these unholy things were so near. Finally, the proof we need that there's a blood-worshipping cult here. They cannot perform their heinous pagan rituals in the village, and I'm certain that it's where our nervous friend sneaks off to. I failed to find where he goes, but you have already proven more competent than I.
I shall try. Hopefully he won't lead us into a
Interesting.
trap.
Thank you for your help, and good luck.
We should wait until nightfall and follow him.
Okay, that's a little bit more reasonable. But I was gonna say, Mayhem 10? He would have had to grind to get all his weapons exactly how he wanted them. And that's a lot.
Wake up, Greedfall. He's here.
Yeah. Follow this guy. Go on, move then. Run, bro. What are you stopping for? Shit. Alright, cleaver time, bitches. Fuck, level 24, finally.
Where could our man have gone?
He must have gone through this door made out
Oh
of...
no, this don't look good. Let me use my point and save it. Fuck it. I feel like this is gonna be a big fight. Uh-oh. I knew it didn't look right.
What's happening? You are so pale. Did the lightning-struck tree speak to you?
In a way. I saw many images. They were so real. As if I was the tree itself.
Do tell. This vision is surely the key to the portal.
I was this tree, and my branches were shaken by a storm so strongly that they hurt terribly. The heavens caught fire several times, and I felt the lightning strike, and a sinister warmth took hold of my entire body in an instant, and life left me. Always, in spite of this, I continued to feel. And at the very heart of my being, I felt the sap begin to flow again. A shoot appeared on my darkened roots. Then the vision dissipated.
Find a way to enter the passage. How the fuck am I supposed to...
This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water. I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
The story of the tree is key. Try to remember.
I was this tree, and my branches were shaken by a storm so strongly that they hurt. This stone bears the image of a storm, or perhaps the wind. The drawing on this stone represents lightning. This stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it's supposed to evoke death. This stone has an image of the moon. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent life? The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. I'm certain.
Storm, lightning, fire.
The drawing on this stone resembles a symbol that must represent the earth. This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water. I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
Storm. Fire. Death.
This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent life?
Water? And then life.
You did it right. By awakening these stones in the right order, the door opened.
Bet. Puzzle. Pretty.
Quiet.
Close duis, atudayam canadedole, tadulan vrandi, alauneles agen ole vei. Closi garamam italami olflinau ich egrem. Closi cadem tayentis olarabeni aol slai. Vanqua sakengedem fradem adigalem. Linquid winterbus organsani. Tugombenis gremos nigawi. Rencasie crimaderem denegau edent. Clos duis aruyect nes diri.
Lois des Raman adres Gideon, Arenta. Esfarnu Fradi, Damagengadan, Yadiga Ladandian. Esfarnu Fradi, Dawid Gaishudam. Agesfarnu Fradi, Dawid Remosenagui.
Interesting.
What a strange ritual. I have never seen anything like it. The rituals of my village are not quite as scary.
In any case, Teleme's story suddenly sounds way more plausible. The Denegat who performed the ritual was the villagers. We should go talk to Deirdre.
Alright. I'm just gonna say fuck it and save it here. Once I get there, and then switch over. How far do I gotta go? So far.
What do you seek?
We found your sanctuary and assisted in one of your... What's the apparition we witnessed? The demon the priests were talking about.
What is clear is these priests know nothing, and you know nothing.
The ritual. I've never seen. As you can see, my companion is not a Renaigse like the others. He bears. Please share your knowledge with us.
Grant. Very well. I'll attempt to... The ritual you saw is a ceremony to summon forth the strength of our warriors. Our people have always lived in harmony. She talks to us and takes on many faces. What you have witnessed is just one of confronting the threat that the Renoixi make up. We call them for their blessing.
Can we contact them? I mean...
What you witnessed was not a discussion, but if you visit a sanctuary, you may see one of the faces. Pass the mountains and head to the swamps. There, though what you will hear may not... What do you seek?
Speaking of a demon...
Oil? Anything?
I need to be going.
Wawalem seg.
Oh boy, looks like I'm about to discover a new area. Not gonna do that though.